Hi, it's Robert from the Bobsphere, and today I'm going to talk about indie presses. Now, you have the big publishers, and then you have the small ones. You know, these are publishers that consist of maybe 5 people, and they're very niche in what they release, and that's basically the indie press. Now, indie presses not always, yes, they tend to publish cutting edge things, stuff that are weird, but really interesting to read. Not all of their outputs experimental. And what I also like about them is that they push boundaries. It's really good. And you know, we have all our famous authors, but indie publishers, they seek out new talent, and even, in some cases, publish unknown authors from other countries, as we'll see. Let's start though. Okay, one of my favorites is Bluemoose. It's really good, you see, in fact, that's their logo. So there's a lot of quality in indie presses. You have to feel their covers. Anyway, this is their bestseller. It was announced last week. This is Leonard and Hungry Paul. It's amazing. It's about 2 men trying to struggle in the 21st century. That's all I'll say. Here's another one by Bluemoose, Sloot by Yann Macpherson. This one is an original take on the mystery tropes, the murder mystery trope. Again, like I said, taking things to different levels. Excellent stuff. Excellent. It's Bluemoose. Okay, let's go to some more. How about And Other Stories? This is one of my favorite books ever. This is Sorry to Disrupt the Peace by Yumi Cottrell. It's about a person who lives in New York who discovers that her brother commits suicide. So she goes back to her family and tries to trace and find the reasons why he did so. It's a commentary on society. But again, this is from And Other Stories. It's something you would not really read from a major publisher. Only indie publishers specialize in this. It's a must read. Okay, I'm not going to describe the plots of everyone. So here's Influx. This is actually a press I'm subscribed to. I get 3 books a year from them. This is Plastic Emotions. This is about an architect. Let me remember the name. Shiromi Pinto, yes. About an Indonesian architect. I mean, who would write a book about an Indonesian architect? But you would find that from an indie press. This is from Influx. They all have distinctive logos. So, there you go. It's got French flaps. Yeah, there's always, you see what an indie press design plays a big part as well. Very good. Sorry, Shiromi Pinto is the author. My bad. It's about Minet de Silva. Sorry. The Indonesian architect Minet de Silva. My bad. Here, one of the best short story collections I've ever read. It's from Reflex Press. Brilliant. Now, Tramp Press are really good. They're an Irish publisher. Let me get the other book. Irish publisher. This is now on Canongate. We'll get into them in a second. And this is an essay collection. It's a 1-sentence novel that won the Goldsmiths a few years ago. Now, Canongate, sometimes indie presses do triumph. This is a Booker winner on an indie press. This is their old logo, in fact. It's one of the first editions. Life of Pi, we all know about this. No need to go into it. But I want to show you a new logo. Canongate always have something interesting. They were probably the first indie press I followed as in my early 20s. This is a new logo. They've changed a lot over the years, though. This is the Changeling. I've spoken about this. It's really good. They're all really good. Okay, another fave is Galley Beggar. They published Duck's Newbury Port. I've spoken about that too many times. So let's choose some other ones. This is Patience. It's a review copy. That's why the cover is separated. This is a very interesting novel about a boy with cerebral palsy who befriends a deaf boy in a convent, and they have big dreams. Oh, it's so good. It's experimental. This one I haven't read, but I've heard a lot. It's supposed to be a retelling of King Lear, but based in India, if I'm not mistaken. As I said, I haven't read this. Let's see what else. Oh, Peirene. Now, Peirene, I think they publish 4 books a year on a theme. This is from their Here Be Monsters one. This is definitely from Here Be Monsters. Let's see. Yeah? And I think this one too. Yes, these are both from the Here Be Monsters series. So they publish 4 books a year, or 3 books a year on the theme. They're always translations, and they're books that can be read in 2 hours. It's quite a nifty concept. And they're always good. Always something interesting. I've spoken about this a lot recently. This is from Peepal Tree Press, and what they do is they publish Caribbean and Black British authors. So far their output has been really good, but this for me is a masterpiece. The Mermaid of Black Conch by Monique Roffey. Now, we've got Fitzcarraldo and their distinctive blue covers. This one's Flight by Olga Tokarzuk, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And this is pawned by Claire Louise Bennett. Now, mostly Fitzcarraldo specialize in translations. This is one of their few books written in English. Again, they release a handful of books a year, and it's really good. And they have essay collections which are of white covers. I have mostly blue though. I have a couple of whites. Yeah, about 2 or 3. These. Okay, Carcanet are a poetry publisher. Mostly. They have some novels. This is one I read recently and I really enjoyed it. Squid Squad by Matthew Welton. These are just, poems for people who are getting into poetry for the first time or want something really modern. This is definitely for you. Dostoevsky Wannabe. Oh yeah. This is amazing. And I've only read a couple of books from them, but I really like them. Actually, they're from this author, Isabel Wagner. She has a new one coming out soon. This is We Are Made of Diamond Stuff. It's unlike anything you've read. Like I said, this is why I like indie publishers. A lot of books that they release are things you've never even knew could exist in literature. This is a mind bender. Okay, Dead Ink. They're a sweet little press. They also have a subscription series. I was part of them, but then I can't subscribe to so many books. I'm subscribed to Influx and Galley Beggar. I can't keep on going. So I had to stop this one, unfortunately. But they release quirky stuff. This one is really good. This is about kind of witchcraft. It's a weird town story. It's called Water Shall Refuse Them by Lucy McKnight Hardy. They introduced me to a new author, and I can't wait to read what she'll publish next. Definitely. She's sold me on this. And it's a good summer's day read. So. And not last, we've still got a couple more. So I've got Charcoal Press. Now, Charcoal Press are really cool because they publish authors from South America only. This one was nominated for the International Booker. It's on the shortlist. The Adventures of China Iron by Gabriela Cabezon Camara. This one's really good. This is Brenda Lozano Loop. And it's an experimental novel, but it's very readable. Just little vignettes. They all make sense when you read them, the more you go into the book. Both novels are highly recommended. Then there's Fairlight Press. They're known mostly for their modern series. They're called Fairlight Moderns, and these are short little novellas. Oh, sorry, the bookmark came out. These are short novellas, and they're all cool. I've read some of them, not all, but this is one of my favorites. This is kind of a retelling of the Inferno, and it's really weird, and the writing style is funny. It's great. Yes. And last but not least, we've got Daunt Publishers with my favorite book of 2020 so far, Winter in Socktro. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And Daunt are a relatively new publisher. I think they've only got 6 books out. They're doing a couple of reissues. They've always got something interesting. I always have my eye on them. So, it's another good one. I think everyone should read this. Sokcho is a holiday resort in South Korea. And there's this guest house. And one day, a stranger comes in. And it changes the lives of the people around there, but in a very subtle way, especially one person. The author is Elisa Shua de Sepin. Brilliant. And it's got French flaps. I love French flaps. Okay, did you read any of those? Are there any indie publishers you like? I mean, I could have gone on for another 10 minutes. This video's 11 minutes. I could have gone on for another 10 because there are so many I didn't mention. And I didn't even go into most of the American presses because they've got a good handful of indies as well. That's it for now. Maybe there'll be a part 2. Anyway, are there any indie presses you would like to mention or you've read? Tell me, comment below, and please subscribe. Till next week.